The night felt wrong long before she could explain why. Nia had learned to trust that feeling. It was the kind that crept in quietly. No alarm bells, no clear danger. Just a slow tightening in her chest, like the world was holding its breath. Still, she got into his car. He'd introduced himself as Daniel, mid-30s, well-dressed, soft-spoken, the kind of man who said, "Please," and "thank you," too often, like he was rehearsing being human. Most of her clients were predictable, lonely, drunk, desperate, or arrogant. Daniel was none of those. He was calm. Too calm. As the car rolled through tall iron gates and into a long, winding driveway, Nia glanced at the rearview mirror. "Nice place," she said, trying to sound casual. "Thank you," he replied, eyes fixed ahead. "I like space." Space. That was one way to describe it. The mansion stood alone, swallowed by darkness. No neighboring houses, no distant lights. Just the faint glow from behind heavy curtains, like the house was hiding something it didn't want seen. Nia hesitated before stepping out of the car. Every instinct told her to leave, but instinct didn't pay rent. Inside, the silence was immediate and unnatural. Not the peaceful kind. Not the kind that comes with comfort. This silence felt controlled. The floors gleamed. The air smelled faintly of disinfectant. Every surface was immaculate, untouched, like a showroom no one lived in. Or like a place that had been carefully cleaned. Too carefully. Daniel placed his keys on a glass table with precise alignment, adjusting them slightly until they sat perfectly straight. "I don't want anything like that tonight," he said. Nia raised an eyebrow. "Like what?" He turned to her, offering a small, polite smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. "I just want a normal evening." She crossed her arm. "Define normal." A pause, then, "Cook for me." That caught her off guard. "Cook?" she repeated. "Yes," he said softly. "Something simple, something real." There was something fragile in his voice, like he was asking for more than food, like he was asking her to play a role he couldn't quite name. It should have been easy money, but something in her stomach twisted. The kitchen was enormous. Cold marble countertops stretched endlessly. Steel appliances reflected her image back at her, small, uncertain. It didn't feel like a place where meals were made. It felt like a place where appearances were maintained. "Help yourself," Daniel called from somewhere deeper in the house. His voice echoed slightly. Nia walked to the cabinets. Empty. She checked another. Empty. Her unease sharpened. She opened the fridge. Bare. No leftovers, no drinks, not even expired food. Nothing. It was as if no one had ever eaten here. Her gaze drifted slowly to the corner. The deep freezer. The only thing in the room making noise. A low, steady hum. She stared at it for a moment, then shook her head lightly, trying to dismiss the feeling crawling up her spine. "Relax," she muttered under her breath. "You're overthinking." She stepped forward, opened it. Cold air rushed out, biting against her skin. Inside rose dozens of tightly sealed plastic packages, stacked with unnatural precision. No labels, no dates, no branding, just uniformity. Her stomach dropped. "Okay," she whispered, forcing a small laugh. "Bulk storage. Rich people's stuff." She reached in and picked one up. It was heavier than she expected. Dense. And oddly shaped, not like meat from a butcher, not like anything she could immediately recognize. Her fingers tightened around the plastic, and then she saw it, a small detail beneath the cloudy surface. Something pale, something curved, something that absolutely did not belong in a kitchen.